Okay, I got to be totally honest with you guys before we get into the issue, but I seriously did not want this issue. I wasn't even thinking about this issue, but it was forced upon me and I actually like it. But with that being said, y'all, I want to say welcome booktube, welcome comic book lovers, graphic novels enthusiasts, book enthusiasts, it doesn't matter, DC, Marvel, Stephen King, whatever it is. Welcome. Today we are discussing Archie versus Predator. My name is Cedric, but you can call me Ceddy Said, and this is Reviews from the Six. So just to pick up where we started off at, as you can see, the cover of the comic, right? Which is Archie versus Predator. So why would anybody want this? I have no idea, but I am glad it was forced upon thee. So I'm at Comic-Con, and I'm walking by the booths, of course, and the person just stopped me and said, "Hey, I think you're gonna want this." Signed it, put it in my bag, and I kept on moving. I got home, I pulled out all the swag that I had, and I was like, really? Archie versus Predator? But I was like, you know what? It's signed. Let's keep it. Now, I can barely read the signature myself, but it looks like it says 115, and then the initials of, I don't know. Y'all read that? Yeah, read that for me. But anyways, so like I said, I didn't have an interest on Archie versus Predator, to be totally honest, but I had a few other Alien issues that came along with it, so I said, why not? I'll read them all together. And of course, I just finished Alien versus Predator Fire and Stone issue number 1. So if you haven't seen that video yet, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, so as I'm pulling through the issues today, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and give this a read. I did, and I actually enjoyed it. I think for me, I'm starting to like the whole comedy versus horror aspect, right? It's kind of like, it's not taboo, but it's not the same genre. So meshing them together, it's kind of hilarious, right? Like even just seeing things from the Predator's point of view, where he's just looking at Archie and the gang like these dudes are goofy, bro. Like this is a silly human race that I'm dealing with right here. But the jokes keep on rolling. And with Archie being before my time, honestly, I don't know much about Archie. When I was growing up, Archie would come on like early in the morning along with Scooby-Doo and all the other stuff. And I really wasn't into that stuff at that time. Yeah, I grew to love Scooby-Doo, but I never really got to love Archie. You would see the comics everywhere, even in the bubblegum. You know, we would eat bubblegum and you would have the Archie strip in there. But before I get long-winded on that, so I'm thinking to myself, I really have no interest with Archie versus Predator. But then I started reading it, right? And I had to do a little research on this because I noticed this picks up on page 13. So I'm like, there is some stuff that I missed that I need to pick up on, right? So when I did the research on this, I guess this is like one of the first issues that came out. So I guess they've been writing a story, but this is what they wanted to put out to get people intrigued. So I'm going to start with what I assumed happened in the first 13 pages. So of course it picks up to where Archie is getting ready to kiss, I believe it's Betty, right? So yeah, he's getting ready to kiss Betty, and at that point another lady jumps into the fray. She's like, "Oh nah, honey, that's my man. What's going on here?" And they start throwing hands, bro. Like, and that was kind of hilarious to me. So you got two chicks on the beach throwing hands, right? And they're going back and forth with each other about like the brands that they have on. So I take it Archie is like a suburban comic, you know, a whole bunch of suburban white people where it's like, oh my God, you're wearing Chanel instead of Amouage, you know, like that type of culture, you know. And they're going back and forth, they're fighting. Even like this rich chick, I guess that everybody idolizes, when her rich boyfriend comes into the scene and she just start banging on him. She like, both of y'all ain't nothing. We gonna win it. Y'all cheap. Y'all raggedy. Y'all don't compare to me. That's what's up, right? So in the midst of this all, they're fighting, and she gets hit so hard, like, I mean, rocked. And I think that caught the Predator's attention, right? Because we know the Predator, he enjoys the hunt. So I think when he saw the fight happening, or he heard the fight, and he turned around and he seen the punch that was landed, he was like, yo, I gotta get me some of this. What's going on here? Ain't no fighting going on without me. I'm gonna bring the destruction down. I'm bringing the the radars, the bombs, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm about to tear this place up. Y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all going fisticuffs, but okay. And there's blood and everything going down, going everywhere. And I think one of the things that caught me by surprise is seeing the emojis in the comic. So that's another thing. This comic actually came out in 2015. So when I saw stuff like this, which is, you know, of course, Predator using his radar, you see the emojis right there. I was like, what? They got emoticons back in the day? But anyways, long story short, they're fighting, right? The girl gets rocked so hard, she runs off crying. So guess what? To the victor goes the spoil. So the chick who jumped in like, nah, honey, that's my man, get up out of here. She done whooped that chick's butt. Now she kissing on Archie, right? And Archie ain't even tripping. Archie like, cool player. He like, you know what? The chicks is fighting over me. I'm cool with this. I can take it. But you know what? He saw the girl running off crying, and he was like, oh, that's not right. That's not okay. I need to go do something. So he gets up. They go after her. It's like a hunt going on. And while they're trying to find her, she comes across a temple, right? And the temple is pretty self-explanatory. When you see it, you're like, I know where this is going. I know who this belongs to. Now, keep in mind, the Predator has already scanned them, right? So he's tracking her. While he tracks her, he's like, I don't know if this is really worth my time. And then the search party starts finding things like bloody tissues and other items where it kind of makes them like draw a question mark, like, yo, there's something here. It must be an animal hurting people or killing people. Yeah, it's an animal. It's an animal. But some of the accusations they had and some of the guesses they had, you're like, okay, I can see why this is a comic story. But yeah, with all that being said, I don't want to give too many spoilers out. Like I said, it's not really a long read, so you get through this quickly. I do prefer it. Like if you kind of want a laugh and you do like the Predator, you're kind of like, okay, I can see why the Predator looks at us as being like the inferior race, right? This is why they're the proud hunters, the big hunters. We're goofy in a way. You know, I really like that aspect. I like the aspect of it that they're on an island, so it's almost like, you know, these rich kids, they get to do what they want on mommy and daddy's dime, and then when they get there, they think they can do whatever. But however, you in store for some reality, and that's the reality here. You are not top of the food chain, and that's what I gathered from this issue. But yeah, with that being said, let me know. What's up with Archie versus Predator? Is this something you're interested in? Is it something that you collected? Have you read it? What's the other issues after that? It says it's released in April 2015. Let me know what you think about the entire series or what you think about this issue. Also, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe because now you are tribe, right? Make sure you hit that like button because if you don't hit that like button, YouTube is going to be like, nah, you really don't like Seti Set up over there. We're not going to show people his videos and his community isn't going to grow. So make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that notification bell because if you don't, then you're going to miss all the future uploads on all the cool stuff that I'll be dropping this year. Also, share this video to any and all social media platforms and to anyone you think this video would be most useful for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to thank you for your time. And with that being said, peace, love, and blessings.